All right. Okay. So we're going to start over here, and I'll explain what we're doing. What we're doing today also involves eye tracking, and that's so that we can see what you are doing. Okay. We're going to be doing three different things. The first is a shopping thing with all these stands that were made to look like the inside of a store, and I'll get a little bit more into that later. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to do a transaction.
Okay.
And then after the transaction, I'll have a couple of questions, then we'll wrap up.
Okay.
Okay. Before I put on the eye tracking, I'm going to ask you some basic questions just so that we have a little bit of perspective about your experience with this stuff. Do you shop at Walmart?
Yes.
Okay. And how often do you shop at Walmart?
Weekly, if not a couple of times a week.
Okay. And have you ever used a prepaid cell phone service before?
No.
No. Okay. And who is your current cell phone service provider?
T-Mobile.
T-Mobile. And why did you pick T-Mobile?
Because they offered a plan through my job. I get paid through ADP,
Mm-hmm.
and I switched from AT&T because I got tired of paying a high bill.
Right.
And also to get unlimited.
Unlimited.
Better value.
Better value. Okay. And in the last 3 years, have you purchased an unlocked phone?
No.
No. Okay. Do you know what an unlocked phone is?
Yes.
What is an unlocked phone?
Basically, the phone is no longer tied to any carrier,
Mm-hmm.
and you can look it up wherever. Or
okay. So how did you find out about the concept of unlocked phones?
I guess from changing carriers,
Mm-hmm.
that even though you bring your own phone over,
Mm-hmm.
and they offer, some compensation with training and upgrading, that I had to get the phone unlocked.
Mm-hmm.
So understanding the concept, and it's very simple. They just gave me a code and they just did it.
Right.
I thought it was more manual, but it's really not.
Okay. For phones, unlocked or not, how much would you typically spend on a phone that you were going to purchase for yourself?
For cash, or just in general?
Just in general, because most companies either have where you can buy like a regular phone that's a little bit cheaper, or they have like a bigger phone where you can like pay it over time.
Right.
So.
If I had to buy a phone cash, I wouldn't want to pay more than $100.
Okay.
But of course, I have iPhone, so when you're paying monthly, it doesn't hit you as hard.
Right.
So I've had a couple of those, and then just pay it over like 2 years.
Right. Okay. So what, like 1,000 or?
No, like 800.
800.
Yeah.
Okay. So the last question regarding phones themselves, how do you typically research phones? So like, how do you know what kind of phone you want and what you're looking for?
I guess by what they do and the features. Like previously, I loved my BlackBerry, so I like the buttons. Like I hated to have to go to completely touchscreen, but they were like obsolete. So now I just pretty much stick with the iPhones for now because I already know how they work.
Right.
And learning a whole new phone is like a lot of work.
Yeah.
So that's why.
And how long have you owned iPhones?
Now probably 6 or 7 years.
6 or 7 years. Okay. And before that, it was a BlackBerry?
Mm-hmm. That's the last one I had.
Okay. And you've never used anything else other than iPhone? So BlackBerry.
Since I went to smartphones?
Yeah.
No.
Always iPhone. Okay. All right. So these are eye tracking glasses. You can either hold on to this. We're only going to use it while we're doing this, and then we're going to take it off when we go to the computer.
Okay.
So this just allows us to see kind of firsthand what you are doing. Exactly. So you can put that on in whatever way is comfortable to you. And what you're going to do, and I'm going to walk back over to the computer, you're just going to hold this right here and look at it for like 3 seconds. So at arm's length, let me make sure that we're good to go. And we are good. All right. So now what we're going to do is we are going to kind of shop like here. So I'll explain. You have panels A, B, C, D, which this is like the prepaid section. You have panel J, which also has, some more phones as well as prepaid cards, but it's different brands. And then you have table K, which has unlocked phones. So the first thing that we're going to do, and I'm going to explain the scenario, if you will. So in this case, you're shopping for an unlocked phone, right? So the unlocked phone that you want to buy, you said personally your budget would be 100, or I'm sorry, 800, but if you're paying cash, you would buy for 100. So let's just assume your budget's going to be somewhere in the middle.
Right.
And what I'd like for you to do is at the unlocked table, I would like for you to tell me or help me understand, how do you go from a lot of options down to, let's say, the one option that you're willing to purchase, okay? So the one or the couple of things that you'll see is that you will be able to make out some of the detail here. If you can't make it out, just tell me what you would be looking for. And I would also like to know, if it's not on here, what would you like to see on here that could help you make your purchase decision? Okay. So the important thing here is there are no right or wrong answers. Kind of talk aloud so that way I have an idea as to what it is that you're thinking. Exactly. And then after we're done here, we're going to transition over here, because the first thing that we need, of course, is to buy a phone. Okay. So even as you're walking up, what is it in your mind that you're looking in order?
First thing visually is size.
Size, okay.
I don't like the huge phones.
Okay.
Because they're hard to like fit in your pocket if you need to.
Okay.
So that's important to me.
Okay.
So I would stick with something more smaller.
Okay.
First. That's what I would look at first visually. Of course, data size.
What do you mean data size?
Like if it tells me how many gigs it holds.
Okay. So screen size 1, then how many gigabytes?
Right.
So for gigabytes, how do you know how much is enough?
Typically I don't need the phone. I'm usually okay with the mid gig range. Like I don't need the maximum.
And what's like a good gig?
What's the one I have now? Like not the one after 64. I can't even tell you.
Like 128 or 256. Okay.
Because the other one is like 3 something. I don't need that much, but sometimes 64
is not
you
enough.
go over, especially taking pictures and stuff.
Right.
So I'm good with like the mid data range.
Okay.
I guess that's important.
Okay.
And next will be price.
Price. And if 2 handsets are similarly priced, what is the determining factor for one over the other?
I will go to features.
Features, okay.
And then, play with it. Like how convenient is it, hold it, how easy is it to like access pictures, get through screens, that type of thing. When they line up, it just comes to, what's most comfortable.
Okay. So you said the 4th thing that you're looking at are features. What types of features are you looking for?
Well, I would see if something maybe would use my current accessories. So maybe if I forgot what it's called, but I like the little port.
Okay.
If it could use my phone charger or headphones, so then I won't have to buy another one. That would be a plus. If not, how easy is it to, get those features, purchasing a case, a screen protector. I try to think about that stuff to preserve whatever phone I have.
Okay, and when you say preserve, you're just talking about trying to use as much as you already have?
No, like as far as keeping it from breaking or, accidents.
Okay.
That type of thing. Because some phones, they're hard to purchase those things.
And And when you say that, you're talking specifically about a case?
Case or screen protector.
Okay, case or screen protector. And are you typically buying both of those, like in the store or no? Okay. So when you're looking for case and screen protector, you're looking to doing that on Groupon?
Yeah.
And why Groupon?
Because I realize it's much cheaper. I have bought cases in the store, but I usually tend to go to the ones that's on sale.
Right.
They could be really expensive, but
Right.
I realize on Groupon, especially for the screen protectors, you can get like a package really cheap.
Okay. And the prices on Groupon are cheaper than what you would find in store?
Yes.
Okay.
I think that would be about it.
Okay. So when you are looking here, and let's say that you are buying a phone because you eventually want to pick a service plan or service provider, is there anything on here that would help you with understanding what you need in order to switch to prepaid?
I guess here, I would like, even though it says works with your carrier, like here, I would also want to see the carriers listed, just so you can make sure, like if I was switching, if I already, know T-Mobile, I would probably try to keep the same carrier.
Okay.
So I would want to make sure and see that here too, as well as on the phone.
So for each one of these, you're looking for something that says it's compatible with
Right.
like AT&T, T-Mobile, Verizon. Okay.
Yeah, like here you only have, about 6 options. But then here it says works with your carrier. So I would assume that's all, but it may not be.
Okay. Okay. So with the options here, is there a different way that you would want to see that?
No, I think that's good because you have it, you have them all there and they're checked. So you see some that's blank. So I would assume that carrier doesn't comply with that phone, even though it's unlocked.
Right. Okay. So let's say that you picked a handset and now you are ready to use or pick one of these service providers.
Okay.
What do you think you need in order to activate your service with one of these prepaid providers?
First, I think you would need a SIM card.
SIM card? Okay.
Which I'm assuming that's what you're purchasing in the package.
Okay.
And I guess data.
Data.
Or figuring out, how it is truly unlimited, or if you get a certain amount of gigs each month. So I guess knowing that.
Okay.
And I want to know like what carrier their service is under.
Right. Okay. So in this case, you bought 2 unlocked phones.
Okay.
So what I'd like for you to do, and you can go in whatever order you want, panels J, A, B, C, D. For your 2 phones, find the best plan. And what I'd like for you to do, because, even though there may be only, let's say, 5 or 6 carriers, maybe less, there are dozens of different plans because, one carrier can have multiple plans. What I'd like for you to help me understand is how do you go from so many options down to the one that you would pick? So you're going to have 2 unlocked phones. So what's the best plan for your 2 phones? And tell me for the ones that you're eliminating, hey, you know what, I wouldn't pick this. Here's why. you know what, I think this is in the, the top 2 or 3 as you're making your decision, and here's why. Okay.
Well, I wouldn't pick AT&T, but it's probably just preference because I had them before.
Okay.
But not that I had any problems with the service. What's catching my eye is this Walmart, the Savvy Mobile brand, because they have bold 2-line plans.
Okay.
So if I have 2 phones, I'm looking at that because it's already, I don't have to buy 2 plans individually.
Right.
So I would keep that in my mind.
And I'm sorry, so you said you eliminated already AT&T.
Yeah.
And why did you eliminate AT&T?
Because I had AT&T before.
Okay. And you just, what, don't like them, had a bad experience?
No, they were just very expensive, and just other reasons with AT&T more politically, not happy about some things that they were doing.
Okay.
So I wouldn't go back to AT&T.
Okay.
So my first that was catching my eye would be this one.
Okay.
So I would want to look at this to read the back, because it says truly unlimited, but I want to make sure that's truly unlimited. Because some plans when you read it slows down the data, that you use more.
Right. Okay.
And then just seeing if that would be my best option, or to pick 2 different ones, because from one of the unlocked phones I would give to my younger son, and he really only uses it at home, so playing games.
Right.
So he really doesn't need that much data, because he's just going to connect to Wi-Fi.
Right.
So I would see if it's really a better value for me to get the $74 one or 2 of the others.
Okay.
And then I would just compare it to whatever's in the same price range.
So what additional, because you said you're looking, you would want to read the back or find additional details, what else would you want to see here that would answer some of your questions?
I guess specifying that how it says truly, that it doesn't say up until unlimited up until a certain amount of gigs.
Right.
So I would look for that fine print.
And what does that typically look like when you see that?
I guess it would say it that way. I don't know.
Okay.
Or say does not slow down.
Okay. So here, what stands out to you?
No, I'm looking at to see their unlimited plan. So their unlimited plan is 55. But I don't see, it doesn't say truly unlimited like the Family Mobile one does.
Okay.
So then that would lead me to believe, like I was saying, that it might slow as you use more data.
Okay. So in this case, are you still considering something here, or you know what, no, they don't have what I want, so?
I mean, again, I would have to read the back. So I would look for something that says it does not slow down throughout the full amount of data or something like that.
Okay.
Or if it does say will slow down as you get over so many gigs, then I wouldn't.
You wouldn't?
I wouldn't consider that.
Okay.
See here, you see how this already says 10 gigs high speed access? So I would assume once you get past 10 gigs, then it's not as high speed.
Right. Okay, so that's something that makes you eliminate or keep them in mind?
Eliminate.
Eliminate, okay. And that's because of the gigabytes that are included?
Right.
Okay.
At high speed.
Right.
Like I would want high speed for all the data.
Right. And do you know how much data you use in a month?
Nobody could look in my phone, they were intelligent.
Okay.
But see how here it says the first 3 gigs up to, for this I'm talking about,
Right.
and then two gigs. Then 2G.
Okay.
So at least it's telling you up front. So for some people that might be okay. But I wouldn't want to choose that.
Right.
Even if I might not use that month, you still want the option.
Right.
Just in case you do.
Okay.
So I'm looking at this one to see.
So anything else that you are considering over here?
These look like they come with the phone, right? And so I already have a phone.
Exactly.
So I would just need the service.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
Okay, so for your 2 lines, you have your unlocked phone. What is it that you need to buy? Well, first, what are you going to buy as far as your plan, and then what do you think you're going to need?
I think I would buy this one.
Okay.
And I think I should only need that. I would assume it has the data and the SIM card. But I guess I would check with the representative to find out if I have to buy the SIM card separately. Because it says choose service plan card and activate it. So that should be it.
Okay, sorry.
There's more back there?
Yeah. So, panel G, well, sorry, all of them, E, F, G, H, yeah. So, but this is accessory, so it looks like we can eliminate this. So right now, Walmart Family Mobile was kind of top of mind because of the 2 lines. Now let's look to see if any of these, as far as value, right, would be something that you would strongly consider. So Verizon didn't really make you pause too much?
No.
And why not?
Just again, looking at how the high-speed data is limited to a certain amount of gigs. And I don't see the similar price point for unlimited. So this one is $50 a month for unlimited. So I was reading this.
And what is it that you're trying to do?
I guess to say, so it looks like here, everything regardless, you have to buy minutes. You have to buy minutes or, like this one says 1 year or 400 minutes. So definitely that wouldn't work for me. And it looks like these you buy data and not minutes. But then I would wonder, data, does that include, okay, it says it, how many minutes and I don't know, the limit thing doesn't, it gives me restrictions. And I'm always worried about what happens, when you're at that limit.
Right.
Like the phone getting cut off and you gotta run back to the store. So I wouldn't want that.
Okay. And run back to the store for?
To get another card about more data. If that's the way it works, or if they have some kind of app, if you do it electronically.
Okay.
I don't know, but to me that seems like an inconvenience. So I probably wouldn't go with that.
Okay.
So see there are 2 lines of 30 per line, but again, it's limiting.
Okay,
So
and
you're sharing
eliminating,
the data.
okay,
So I would want something truly unlimited.
mhm.
So nothing.
So even though the price is a little bit better, the fact that it says it's 30 gigabytes.
Right, so I would think I would be paying extra somewhere else.
Okay,
Either buying more data or
Mhm.
buying more, I don't know, here you should have to, here it looks like it includes talk and text.
Mhm.
So I would probably be buying another card
Mhm.
instead of the last thing.
okay,
But here it says 2 lines, 2 devices for 60. But again, it's sharing the data. That doesn't make me believe each phone is unlimited.
Mhm.
So no, I don't think I would pick any of these.
Okay, so you wouldn't pick, and can you explain the difference between, if you can just kind of summarize, so we're looking at the different types of plans available for Total Wireless. Can you tell me what the difference is between these plans?
Yeah, it looks like how many gigs. So this one says, so for 4 lines, it's less per line, but it's only giving you, looks like 1 gig of shared data.
Mhm.
This is up to 3 lines, but you get 6 gigs of shared, so that's average, like 2 phones.
Mhm.
Everybody uses it equally. And this one is 2 lines, that you get 30 gigs of shared data.
Mhm.
So that's the main difference, I see, how much data you get shared between the lines.
Okay. So based on everything that you've seen for your 2 unlocked phones, which one would you go with?
I think I would still stick with the family mobile plan.
So we can put the glasses back, and then we're going to go over.
Put them over here.
Yeah, you can put them over there, and I'll explain what we're doing. Let me just set up the computer for you. All right, and if you're more comfortable, you can have a seat. Are you more comfortable with the mouse, or are you fine with the touchpad?
Mouse.
Okay, hang on one second. Let me go grab a mouse, and I'll explain what we're doing.
Okay.
All right, so just give me 1 second.
Mm-hmm.
Hang on.
I could put it on this paper.
Huh?
I could put it on this paper.
Oh, well, it's missing the USB.
Oh. Right.
All right, yeah, this little thing, otherwise it's not gonna work. Hang on, let me check. All right, so the scenario here is, these are your 2 unlocked phones. This is your primary phone.
Okay.
And you purchased the bring your own phone kit, your service plan. This is your second phone. And you purchased a bring your own phone kit with this phone. Okay, so 2 phones, and I can just put number 2 on this one. That's number 2, and this is number 1. All right, so you do have to open this stuff in order to use it. Let me get you a coin so that we can scratch off the back. And the scenario is you're currently with, let's say, AT&T, and you're going to switch over to Total Wireless. Okay. So you will not use any of your own personal information. You'll either make it up if you don't see it on here, but if you're prompted for information, first look here, and you'll use the information that's on here. And if it's not on there, then just make it up.
Okay.
Okay. So the task is to bring your numbers from AT&T over to Total Wireless. A couple of things to keep in mind. You don't have an account. You're brand new, and you've never done anything with Total Wireless, so you're not going to be able to log in. The login information, thank you. The login information that is here is so that you can create an account for the very first time.
Okay.
Okay. The phones are charged if you need to turn them on to get any information from them. This is your service plan that you purchased for the 2 lines. And then this is the bring your own phone kit. And you have one for each one of these phones.
Okay.
So your task is for you and let's say your youngest son to activate both phones with your old numbers on Total Wireless.
Okay.
Okay? If you're done or if you get stuck, raise your hand and I'll come back in. I'll probably come in to check on you in a little bit anyways.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay. Okay, come help. I don't know if I messed up.
All right, so where are we?
Um, okay. Okay, I realized that I didn't have another number for the second phone. So I tried to go back and request a new number, but now it's telling me to do something else. I don't know if that's what I was supposed to do or was supposed to make up a phone number. So I don't want to make up a phone number and then it's attached to another carrier.
Right, okay. So,
And then I don't have data for the new line.
so you went through, you were able to activate the first one.
Mhm.
You used this PIN. So that way you thought it was for 2 lines. You started to activate the second one. You put in all the information, but then it said that an airtime PIN is required.
Yeah, but I didn't try to use the same PIN.
Okay. So would you have thought that you needed to use the same PIN or?
Maybe eventually. I forgot that this one was for 2 lines, so I didn't try that.
Okay. But did it give you an option to correct it?
No, it just said a PIN. It said a PIN is needed.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, but I would have assumed there's a first PIN set for 2 lines, and once I added the second line, it should have automatically connected, but I guess not.
Okay. And did you try to do this all as, part of the same transaction, or did you?
Yeah, no, the same transaction, because it asked if you wanted to add another line, so I just kept going.
Okay. So at this point, what would you do?
Go back and start over with the second phone and try to put in the same PIN and see if it works.
Okay. And right now, what is the status of each phone?
The first phone should be completely connected.
Okay.
And activated.
Okay.
The second phone is still pending.
Still pending.
But for the second phone, am I supposed to make up a phone number? Because it didn't give me it didn't give me 2 phone numbers. It's only 1 phone number here, so that's what I use for phone number 1.
Okay, I see what you're saying. So on here,
because it gave me 2 serial numbers, but not 2 phone numbers.
Okay. And so for the second phone, did you pick keep your number or a new number?
I picked keep my number at first, but then as I realized I didn't have a number, so I went back and get new number. And that's where it was saying it take 2 hours up to 2 days. And I was like, okay, maybe that's not right.
So you went back and you selected new number for the second phone, and now it's saying that, hey, you have to wait a little bit in order for you to use it. Okay. And that's fine. Yeah, no, you did the right thing.
Okay.
But what was confusing and what I wanted to know, you said the airtime PIN required. At what point did you do that, and did it direct you to another action that you had to complete?
Yeah, it was asking me for another PIN. But like I said, I forgot this one was for 2 lines. So I should just put that one in again, but I was thinking like I was missing another card.
Okay. So
that was my fault.
So at this point, since the second one you said is still pending, you would do what?
Keep going.
Keep going?
Yeah.
What do you mean keep going?
I would go back through, try to request back to where I was, requesting a new number, and see if it lets me go on to put in a PIN. So do you want me to do that?
No, you don't have to.
Okay.
No, because we're at time.
Okay.
So we're done here. I think there's a short survey that we're going to fill out in the lobby. Then after that, you are free to go.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can just leave all that there because we have to reset anyways. Make sure that you have all of your stuff.